What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome back to another LEGO Overwatch merch review. This time, we have the smallest retail set in the first wave, which is Tracer versus Widowmaker. As we can see here, I've already built the set, and we do have the box in the background, but I'll just move that out of the way since we're not really going to be needing to take a look at that. It does come with two minifigures, which are, of course, Tracer and Widowmaker, so let's start by taking a look at them. Alright, so first up, we have the standard Tracer minifigure. This is the only set that actually comes with Tracer here. However, I did already take a look at this minifig with the Golden Guns Tracer minifigure that Blizzard actually sent me a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out through the card on screen. But anyways, these are the default guns we can see here, with just the white sort of like gun piece, which basically every weapon in this Overwatch series has. And then it's got the little studs sort of around it to make it look more like Tracer's little pistols. And yeah, so move those out of the way. Tracer herself has a nice printing on her face and torso. And of course she does have a double-sided face there, looking a bit more cheery, which is quite fitting for her, absolutely. She also does have the sort of like blink lightning beam thing coming out the back when she's zipping around. And if we want, we can take that off and take a look at her back printing. See her chronal accelerator there, which of course is also present on the front. And yeah, that's Tracer for you. Headless Tracer. Next up, we have Widowmaker, which is yet another fantastic looking minifigure. As we can see, she does come with two accessories, being her grapple hook, which doesn't have any sort of string attached for her to like realistically grapple, but it's a nice touch. You know, kids playing with the set can pretend like, whee, and you know, kids do what they do. They have fun. I'm glad that they included that, because I think it's a nice little accessory. We do also have her sniper rifle, which doesn't necessarily look super accurate to how it looks in-game, but nonetheless, I think it actually looks very, very cool. One of the issues I kind of have with this LEGO Overwatch series overall is that a lot of the guns look kind of not that great in my opinion. But this one I actually think is definitely one of the better ones. Because it's got like the long barrel, the scope, and then even has the sort of like, I guess you just call that a handle? I don't know what the proper terminology for that is. So she could like use both hands to hold it. It doesn't unfortunately quite fit. Like if she puts her arms up, she can kind of hold it. But, you know, nonetheless, I think the gun looks really cool and I do like it. And there is Widowmaker herself. And she, of course, also has a double-sided face, giving a little wink to swoon her targets before shooting them in the head. I hope this video doesn't get demonetized for saying that. Oh, YouTube. Anyways, that does it for the minifigures, but we also have this. A tiny little mini health pack, so you can do whatever you want with that. It's just a nice little accessory. I'm glad they included that because, just gives a bit more detail to the set. Now, onto the main part of the set, we have the Gibraltar Payload, which is, of course, a satellite that you're trying to escort to the shuttle at the end of the map. And as we can see right here, it's built in brick form, and it does have a little stand, which is, of course, the checkpoint, which you see across the map. And get that off. Comes with a little translucent sort of like cylinder piece so we can kind of hover above the point, which is very cool. I do like that. This is such a cool piece for them to include. But anyways, let's take a closer look at the drone, satellite drone XR9. Very cool. I gotta say, they did a really good job of replicating how it looks. You got like these sort of thrusters on the top, which are presumably how it moves in space. We don't actually see it in space in the game, but it is a satellite drone, so that is its final destination. And it's got a lot of details. Again, the stickers, I think, do a really good job of just giving it a bit of extra detail. Nose step. On the back, you do get a little container, which is actually a bit difficult to open, given how... There they go, given how they've, like, that top piece above it. It's a tiny little thing. You can't put much in there. You can fit either one of Tracer's pistols in there, or... Whoopsies. The health pack. I feel like the health pack's the best thing to put in there. You could also put in Widowmaker's grapple gun, or grapple hook. And that would also fit in there as well. Oh, can't get it open again. But And there we go, breaking things already. Anyways, we'll leave that in there for now. The other feature that is kind of interesting, which they didn't really need to do, but I guess they did it so it has a bit more play value, is you can pop off those plates right there, put them on the side, and in there you get a look at a little control panel, and you can just fit a minifigure there, and that can be how they drive it to the point. Even though in-game you just stand next to it and it moves. I guess they wanted to have some sort of play feature to make it seem like it's actually a vehicle, which, you know, I think is a good idea for them to include. But yeah, that about wraps it up for the set. There's not much more to it. It is the smallest set overall, so let's go ahead and go to the final look. Alright, so here we have the complete set again. There was actually one other thing I wanted to point out before I wrap up, which is, in the instruction manual, they do show that with the bigger Watchpoint Gibraltar set, you can attach the satellite drone onto the ship itself. And, whoops, sorry, Tracer. I just so happen... you can barely see it in the background. I don't want to mess with my camera. I do have the big Watchpoint Gibraltar set. I have not built it yet. That is most likely going to be the next set I build and review. And then in that video, I will show off how the drone actually connects to the shuttle. And that is going to be very cool. But anyways, let's wrap up this video. Overall, I think it is a very nice set. It is $15 in the US currently. I think it's a decent price for a licensed theme set. You do get 2 minifigures with it, both of which I think are actually really great for the theme overall. Honestly, the minifigures I think are some of the best parts of this whole series, just with the LEGO Overwatch sets, and, you know, the drone itself is just a cool build that kids can play with, or you can display it on your shelf. Either way, it'll look pretty good. Whoopsie. There she goes. Anyways, overall, definitely a great set. I would strongly recommend it if you're interested in LEGO sets in general, or if you're into Overwatch and want some cool collector items. Either way, it is a great product, and I do definitely recommend it. I will also be including a speed build of this small set at the very end of this video after I do my sign-off, so if you're interested in seeing that, be sure to stick around. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about the Tracer vs. Widowmaker LEGO set by commenting down below. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and share it with a friend if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit up the bell to never miss any of my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, the world can always build more heroes.